Okay. So, discussing about green productivity and circular economy. So, first. So, description. Green productivity is basically a strategy for enhancing productivity, environmental performance, and at the same time, overall socio-economic development. So, it is a system or a technique that was created or formulated. So, brief history during the 1960s, environmental protection and economic development focused on policies that emphasize on both national and international. So, moving forward, in the 1980s, it expanded to sustainable development principles, including social aspects. So, in 1992, there was an Earth Summit in Rio de Janeiro, joined by 178 countries. So, there and then, in 1994, green productivity was introduced by the Asian Productivity Organization. And the adaptation of circular economy was inaugurated in 2010. So, green productivity has triple focus. It focuses mainly on quality production, environmental preservation, and profitability. So, kumaga, it reduces so-called waste material in a sense na kung sa cycle pa, i-lessen ang waste and more of a efficient way of production in respect to profit and environmental protection and quality. Okay. So, the approaches of green productivity has two branches, the direct and indirect approaches. So, the indirect approaches focuses on the environmental regulations, assessment and design, and also producer responsibility. So, the direct approach focuses on production and manufacturing itself. So, the methodology of green productivity starts with the phase one, which is getting started, where you the entity or the organization analyzes what are the things that needs to be done, the materials needed, or the formation of the team and the roles. Then jumping to number 2, which is the planning, which is the identification of problems that is needed in order to make a framework towards the goal of the organization or the entity that uses the green productivity methodology. So, next part of the methodology is the generation, evaluation, and prioritization of GP options. So, this one is mainly about as to how effective or how to quantify the effectivity or the impact made by the strategies during the planning. And here is the implementation of green productivity options, which is the formulation of the implementation of the plan, and which includes the training, awareness, and also developing competence within the agency or the organization. So, on the fifth part of the methodology is the monitoring and review, which mainly focuses on the review of the output or the execution of the plan or the program itself. So, there could be a monthly, biannual or annual management review established by the agency or the organization. So, the last part of the green productivity methodology is the sustaining of the task. So mainly, this involves some changes or some improvisations in the execution of the plans or the programs itself, uh, based on the adaptability or the existing problems being faced along the way. So there can be some areas of improvisation during the analysis. Okay, so the circular economy was founded by a phenomenal person in the name of Ellen MacArthur in 2005, when she became the first solo sailor around to sail around the world, became the fastest solo sailor. So 5 years later, she set up the foundation in her name to accelerate the transition to a circular economy. So in 2011, there were project redesign for schools. So her advocacy continued even in this present moment. So in 2013, there was a gathering of circular economy experts. So after she circumferenced the globe, carrying everything she needed, she returned with new insights into the way how the world works and interlocking cycles of finite resources, where the decisions were made today affect what's left tomorrow. So what Ellen MacArthur come to a breakthrough was on how to utilize the resources in a limited scope. So here, in the model of production and consumption, which involves sharing, leasing, reusing, and repairing of existing materials. So there are two sides. In the left side is the collection, or the more of the environment na resources, kumbaga. So in the right side naman is the production and manufacturing. So circular economy is basically, it advocates minimal to no waste and zero pollution. So there should always be a certain return in the cycle, not just a linear cycle, where a linear process where we gather materials, we manufacture, we fabricate, then we throw away waste. So circular economy mainly advocates on how to minimize or even to zero out waste. So how we reuse materials, how we repurpose, on how we recycle. So mainly it benefits the conservation of materials and also innovation of quality products. So it also reduces carbon footprint. So when it comes on the side of the manufacturing, there we can see that materials can be prolonged, in a sense that it can be reused or redistributed or refurbished or repurposed. So the circular economy is an advocacy made in order to fully utilize materials, both in a natural way and in a industrial manner. So there are 6 practices of circular economy. So first one is the regenerate, emphasizing the use of renewable energy and recycled materials. Another one is to share and provide products to use through sharing and maximize their use of efficiency. Another one is to optimize, which is to improve the product performance and efficiency. So reducing waste in the supply chain and introducing contemporary technologies such as big data analysis and automation and remote sensing. So kumbaga, circular economy mandates a more modernized solutions in order to really minimize or even zero out economic or environmental waste. So modernized innovations, technologies are being made just to really zero down any footprint, both environmental and industrial footprint. So another practice is the loop, where we reinvest the component that can be used in the production and encourage cooperation of product recycling to create a larger cycle. So virtualize, provide electronic interaction methods such as online shopping, e-books, and other e-commerce that reduce usage, resource usage. So the paperless mandate here in our country, and even reducing plastic usage and paperless campaign in food industry, beverage industry. So there is a certain adaptation of the circular economy. And the last one is the exchange, where we choose a better performing and easily recyclable materials. So given the innovative breakthroughs of our industry experts or scientific experts or business experts, there is a certain replacement or substitute towards better usage and of both products or services or in the technologies. So one example of circular economy was this Hyperion. It is a design and deliver low carbon concrete for infra and industrial projects. So they have a version of concrete formulated in a way na mas less ang iyahang productivity time, up to 70%. And also materials, raw materials used are less, 75, and up to 90% less carbon footprint. So it caters basically industrial businesses, industrial sectors like the energy, water sector, and even infra in civil. So it is a foreign brand of concrete construction. So also on the side of the eastern part, I guess, is the Elapad, which is an innovative example of making sanitary napkins using leftover cloth. So basically, adaptation of the circular economy in a way na there was a scarcity or less supply of sanitary napkins in these areas. However, there was a certain abundance of waste or leftover cloth. So innovative people help each other in order to produce this innovation for the community, especially the women, to address the concerns for their personal hygiene, since it became a threat, or statistically it's a growing concern in their community during the times that they'll have menstruation, tapos scarce ilahang menstrual pads. So this innovation was made by the people working together. Yes, so moving forward, so what we really needed to especially as the new generation or the next generation of public servants, the synergy of circular economy and green productivity. So just an overview. So circular economy focuses on production and resource utilization, and green productivity focuses on design, manufacturing, and assessment. So in between, or in commonality, the the main goal of circular economy and green productivity is basically about the efficient and sustainable utilization of resources. So there were some important terminologies that we can learn from. First one is the resource efficiency, where designs of a process to recover materials or disassembly for clean material flows or for shared standards and for manufacturing. So the industry, there is a mandate, global mandate under the circular economy to use or to analyze certain materials that have better efficiency when it comes to utilization in manufacturing. So still ends up or boils down to zero waste and lower or even zero carbon footprint. So another term tackled was the biomimicry, has been described as the art and science of mimicking nature's genius or the technology of biology per se to solve human design challenges. So biomimicry, especially in Southeast Asian or in these countries such as Japan, I don't know if you had read about it or seen some biomimicry innovations where the underground railway was adapted from a design of a cell, or I think it's a cell, or a design of nerves or something. I cannot recall exactly, but the point is biomimicry would really be a key towards futuristic designs in a nation or even in an organization. So industrial ecology, another term, is where industries cooperate to reduce consumption of natural resources and minimize waste and their environmental impacts, also in line with the green productivity. So Cradle to Cradle is a design philosophy that offers a practical approach to improve quality across many sectors, from urban planning to products and material science. And lastly is the natural capital, defined as the world's stocks of natural assets, which is basically anything around us. Geology, soil, air, water, and all living things. So I think that's it. Thank you everyone, and good afternoon.